Alrighty, folks, welcome back. In this episode, we continue our read along of the Communist Manifesto. There's about 12 pages left. Some of them are complete rubbish like this. The other stuff is, horrific. So, Demands of the Communist Party in Germany. It was written by Marx and Engels. Early in December, were published. Alright, this is like history. Okay. We continue. Demands of the Communist Party in Germany. Workers of all countries, unite! Avengers, assembled! The whole of Germany shall be declared a single and indivisible republic. Every German having reached the age of 21 shall have the right to vote and to be elected, provided he has not been convicted of a criminal offense. Representatives of the people shall receive payment so that workers too shall be able to become members of the German parliament. Universal arming of the people. In future the armies shall be simultaneously labor armies, so that the troops shall not as formerly merely consume, but shall produce more than is necessary for their upkeep. This will moreover be conducive to the organization of labor. Legal services shall be free of charge. All feudal obligations, dues, corvées, tithes, etc., which have hitherto weighed upon the rural population shall be abolished without compensation. Princely and other feudal estates, together with mines, pits, and so forth, shall become the property of the state. The estates shall be cultivated on a large scale and with the most up-to-date scientific devices in the interest of the whole of society. Abolishment of, private property, right? Horrific, man. Very horrific. This I found a little bit controversial to the definition of communism. Universal arming of the people. In every dictatorship so far, I've seen like removal of arms. That's what there are some struggles right now in America. Should people or should they not hold guns? But practice has shown that they really should. Mortgages on peasant land shall be declared the property of the state. Interest on such mortgages shall be paid by the peasants of the state. In localities where the tenant system is developed, the land rent or the quit rent shall be paid to the state as a tax. The measures specified in NOS 6, 7, 8, and 9 are to be adopted in order to reduce the communal and other burdens hitherto imposed upon the peasants and small tenant farmers without curtailing the means available for defraying state expenses and without imperiling productions. This guy doesn't know how to speak in simple sentences. I'm almost convinced. The landowner, in the strict sense, who is neither a peasant nor a tenant farmer, has no share in production. Consumption on his part is therefore nothing but abuse. A state bank whose paper issues are legal tender shall replace all private banks. This measure will make it possible to regulate the credit system in the interest of the people as a whole, and will thus undermine the dominion of the big financial magnates. Further, by gradually substituting paper money for gold and silver coin, the universal means of exchange, that indispensable prerequisite of bourgeoisie trade and commerce, will be cheapened, and gold and silver will be set free for use in foreign trade. Finally, this measure is necessary in order to bind the interests of the conservative bourgeoisie to the government. Oh my God, I'm so sort of tired today. I don't know what the fuck is wrong. I just don't want to do anything. One of those days, I just want to lay. And I have very little energy for this type of bullshit. It's like I'm over you, but I can't be over you because you're evil. So I will read, although I really feel like, I don't know what I feel like today. Oh, big bullshit. Oh, I hear bullshit everywhere. There are only a couple of things that actually want me to get out of bed. Very few things. Dumb shit everywhere. Alright. All the means of transport, railways, canals, steamship, roads, the posts, etc. shall be taken over by the state. They shall become the property of the state and shall be placed free at the disposal of the impecunious classes. Impecunious classes. Whew. All civil servants shall receive the same salary. The only exception being that civil servants who have a family to support and who therefore have greater requirements shall receive a higher salary. Bitch! We said everybody should have the same salary. Complete separation of church and state. The clergy of every denomination shall be paid only by the voluntary contribution of their congregation. The right of inheritance to be curtailed. Small comment here. I thought they were atheists. So the complete separation of church and state. Church as an institution, I really don't like. At least for the most part that I've read history, the church has done much more damage than it has done good as an institution. Jesus, however, is a different story. The introduction of steeply graduated taxes and the abolition of taxes on articles of consumption. Inauguration of national workshops. The state guarantees a livelihood to all workers and provides for those who are incapacitated for work. Universal and free education of the people. It is to the interest of the German proletariat, petty bourgeoisie and small peasants to support these demands with all possible energy. Only by the realization of these demands will the millions in Germany who have hitherto been exploited by a handful of persons and whom the exploiters would like to keep in further subjection win their rights and attain to the power to which they are entitled as the producers of all wealth. Fuck all the old. Alright. Vive la commune. But the working class cannot simply lay hold of the ready-made state machinery and wield it for its own purposes. This is history, I think. I don't really care. Am I finished? Yeah, boy. End notes. Fuck you. Alright, this episode was real short. I really don't want to hear any history about communism. I think I know everything I need to. It went horribly wrong, as it was expected. Did not fool me at all. I don't know who gets fooled by this. I really wish them well, but chances are very great that they are gonna go down a horrific, steep pits of hell will open up for them if they follow communism. The worst possible scenario. Same level with every other dictatorship, like Nazi Germany or, I don't know, Genghis Khan, Mongolian, whatever the fuck. It's the worst possible idea that man can bring about. This shit. Manifesto of the Communist Party. I don't know how to share it with people, actually. I don't know how to make like a work in YouTube that just really highlights why this is so wrong. I know very few people are actually gonna see the video, but still, I thought I should say something. I've always wanted to say something about this, but I never really got into YouTube before. Now that I've started uploading every single fucking day, like it's a job, a chore, or I don't know what we could call it. I hope that somebody listens, reads, understands why it's horrific, shares it with other people. Also share my video so I can get a couple of views. And well, that's it. See you in tomorrow's episode where I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Probably gonna watch the Dexter series. Dexter is super cool. That's one. Well, it's not super cool. It's just very different. I've never seen a serial killer before. So I saw and resaw the first 4 or 5 seasons of Dexter. It's well made. There are a couple exaggerations and sort of conveniences in the movie, but in the series, but still, it's worth to watch because you really don't see serial killers like at all. To my recollection, I've never had a meeting, maybe not even a video of a real serial killer, just YouTube stuff, and they look sort of creepy, but still very normal. So I don't know how would the stabbing take place. In Dexter, he he wraps his victims with with plastic bags, cellophane, I think it's called, which is I don't know what to make of that. Couldn't he just use rope? I don't know, just tie their hands and feet like they do in like a psychiatric hospital, or whatever. But I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow, as I said. Oh yeah, I have a good idea. Anyway, like, subscribe, share, all the shebang. Bye bye.